If you want to adapt your organization so that it can be more flexible, more agile, more future-proof, there's some simple tips that can help you, so I thought I'd share some today. And right off the bat, you want to build an environment of trust and encourage your colleagues to bring new opportunities, new issues, new trends to light. They want to share their insights, give them the tools, the platforms that they need to do so, because if you're not, when you lose the input of those closest to your customers, you're putting yourself at a competitive disadvantage. So make sure people feel comfortable speaking up and taking action. Now, another tip, you want to make sure that you're sharing insights, ideas, and information freely throughout every department, and making sure that you're sharing resources as well, because when individuals and teams are aligned and collaborating towards common goals, you're going to find that you can more effectively bring innovations and resources to bear and ultimately be more successful. Another key tip, you want to not just focus on keeping up with your competitors, but also look ahead, see where the market is going, and put yourself in place to cut it off at the pass, to put the products, services, the capabilities, the tools in place today that you need to succeed tomorrow. That means looking ahead and taking the action steps you need to not just keep doing the same thing over and over, but also take the action steps that can help put you ahead of the curve. Of course, you also want to give professionals the tools they need to stay attuned to changes in the business environment and the latitude to be more flexible and creative about responding to these changes that they see. So a little bit of wiggle room within reasonable lines. Of course, another great hint here is you constantly want to be experimenting with new products, new services, new strategies, and new solutions, and course correct based on the results that you get. Basically, perform a lot of experiments and fine-tune your strategies and future efforts based on the feedback that you get from these experiments. Of course, another thing to do is, in the same way that you'd manage a financial portfolio, you want to play a portfolio of strategic bets. All these efforts can help you continually learn as an organization, grow as an enterprise, and help vault yourself ahead of the pack. And the faster and more cost-affordably you can perform these experiments and play this portfolio of bets, the faster you can adapt and more successful you'll be. And ultimately, you always want to be looking for ways to expand your resources, to extend your capabilities, to push your comfort zone as an organization, and ways to reposition yourself or reimagine your products or services for new markets. And if you can do all these things, which really aren't that hard in practice, then you can be more flexible, more agile, and ultimately position yourself to more effectively evolve on a dime and change with the market wherever it goes.